Okay, on October 9th, 2012, we met with the cleanup committee of Kelly Air Force Base at John F. Kennedy High School auditorium. The Air Force Real Property Agency people, service they've been having these meetings since 2007. And I was just found out about it. This is welcome, the overview. And they were talking about what they were trying to do to help clean up Kelly Air Force Base. And then they went to the meeting, and then they asked about all the stuff, anybody had any old business, new business. And then they started talking about nothing was taken care of. Alright, up here, then we went to the environmental update, property transfer, and environmental cleanup. They have so many places at Kelly Air Force Base that they were trying to clean up. Clean up and monitoring the requirements. Texas Commission on Environmental Quality to ECQ Hazardous Waste Permit 50310. They were telling us about all the stuff that they had to be doing for the cleanup and telling everybody about the waste that was the radiation, poisonous chemicals, and Agent Orange that was out there, that was buried out there, used out there, and all the people at Kelly Air Force Base and Lackland were all involved in touching this stuff, having it on their bodies. 1998, more places. Every time you see something, they give you a map, and there's 1, 2, 3, 5. Who knows how many places they had to clean up out there, and people were drinking this stuff. City of San Antonio had it in their water system. And people at Kelly, their work thing. Then we took a break here and talked about administrative items. Then we went back and talked about the systems in place. They had to put all kinds of equipment, and all they were taking off is just the surface water. This stuff has been leaking into the water system, into the ground, for over 60 years, ladies and gentlemen. And all they're doing is cleaning the surface. More places. Then we talked about the environmental update. Environmental cleanup. all this. Places. They got them all marked off, big squares. All this, it's just fantastic. And what's out there that they have kept from the people that used to work out there, and inside the city limits of inside San Antonio, the water supply that has all been contaminated and for 60 years has been leaking into the water system. The people have been out there drinking this stuff, breathing it. More places. It's just one after another, after another, after another. The summary. And this was in 1998. They've been trying to clean this place since let's see, I got to check and make sure of the date there. And then we had a pause. We had a meeting, was adjourned. And all the other stuff was all in there. And and then during this meeting, they wanted to close the meetings out because nobody is coming to the meetings. They've been having these meetings for over 20 years, and nobody's been coming to them. We adjourn the meeting, proceed, and the outreach. And if you ever saw in the advertising of newspaper, TV stations telling you about these meetings, they didn't have to do that. They just put it in their little bitty paper on base, and that was it. And they just put a little thing that says meeting, and that two or three lines, and nobody knew what these meetings were. Well, here you go. Information. Public information. And I'm going to give you a website in the next one showing you where to go. And you'll see website, there's 1,500 to 3,000 pages where they have been trying to clean up Kelly Field. And all this is just the surface. They haven't gone down to the aquifer and cleaned the aquifer out.